Good evening, you guys. I'm waiting for everyone to start coming into the room, okay? I'm gonna be on here just for a few minutes. I'm gonna wait for people to start coming into the room, okay? Because I gotta address something too, and I'm not gonna be long addressing it, okay? Hey, Clarinetta. Hey, hey, Demon. Hey, G Money. Shirley, new to you, Lil Miss Muffin. I'm gonna give more people the opportunity to start jumping on. Okay. I'm gonna address something. Somebody just put something in my comments. Okay. I ain't been feeling my best today. And today is just not the day and no other day. Okay, to come into my chat being ignorant. I'm not gonna cuss them out. Because I understand that people sometimes can't, and we know that they can't read a lot of them, which is something that I'm working on so that we can help them. But we understand that people can't comprehend either, right? Now, supposedly, you know, the vlog that I just put up where I was telling you all where um, one of my sources, rest in peace, Young Dolph, had given me some information. Rest in peace, Young Dolph is normally very, very credible. So the person comes and puts like 3 different comments, which leads me to believe it was another damn vlogger, and they're trolls, right? They get mad when I put out information, right? That's the reason why I'm not gonna go in, but just in case, the person can't comprehend. That goes into Fruit is my nephew. Fruit, my nephew wasn't involved in no my nephew wasn't involved in no murder. I never said that. Rest in peace, Young Dolph never said that. He said it could have been mistaken identity. He said that they feel like maybe that they could have mistakenly thought that he was Fruit or whoever Fruit is, right? The person comes in and puts 3 long chats about being Cap, and I'm gonna start my own YouTube channel so I can put the truth out, because the person that's giving you information is Cap. Okay, so that's the reason why it leads me to believe it's another vlogger. But just in case it was somebody that did not comprehend it right, I never said that. I never you know, elaborated on who Fruit was, other than they say he has a relationship with Keek Lock them, right? And and that and that's it. I was looking at Castelia Moore's mother's page, and she was grieving, okay? And I saw where it says that she's from Greenwood. I mean, that's what I said about Greenwood, Mississippi. That's the reason why I said when you said Fruit them ain't from Greenwood. I never said Fruit and them were from Greenwood. People be so quick to jump to conclusions. They cannot comprehend. Okay, I understand that people can't comprehend, and they be listening so hard that they don't even be hearing what you say. So, like I said, it was probably another vlogger, and just in case it was, I just went ahead and blocked them, because I don't have time for ignorant people. Now, had it been somebody that was truly the relative of Fruit, whoever Fruit is, okay, or whoever they claim they was the relative of, it seemed like to me they wouldn't have been so angry and typing stuff that was not even said in the damn vlog, and they just would have said, that's not, I don't think that's true or something like that. But I mean, we understand people are off of their rockers now, but I truly believe it was another vlogger, and it, just in case it was another vlogger that was trolling me, what I got to say to you is fuck you, go eat the shit out my ass, okay? um and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyways, you guys, I want to get to um big game hunting. There is a purging going on in the streets of Memphis, y'all. It is absolutely it's absolutely horrible. The mud. Y'all know these folks be getting on my nerve. I woke up kind of sick this morning. I was supposed to be at the office. I ain't been feeling my best. They be getting on my damn nerve with that craziness. Ooh. Oh my God. I said today ain't the day because I woke up feeling bad and in a bad mood. So today ain't the day. I supposed to oh Lord, I was supposed to do quite a bit today, and I just been right at home on the damn couch drinking tea and stuff. You know how you hate when your sinuses be draining in your belly and stuff, making you sick to the stomach. Today ain't the day. Tam, you see the 14 year old girl on the live walking from the park. You know what? Somebody had told me about that. I'm gonna look at that. We're gonna look at that. And that's one of the reasons why I came on because of all of this stuff that is going on. Whatever happened to Castelia Moore, okay? Rest in peace to him. It should not have happened. He was a human being. Nobody had no business taking him out. Okay. And Fruit family ain't from Greenwood. I never said his family was from Greenwood. I said I was looking at Castelia Moore's mother's page, and it has she's from Greenwood. Maybe she ain't from Greenwood. But that's what's on her page. Okay, but anyways, rest in peace to her. She's to him. She's heard about her son. My heart goes out to her. Okay, I never said Fruit was involved in any murder. Hell, oh Lord Jesus, Lord God help me. These folks get on my nerves too bad. Anyways, you guys, um, yeah, rest in peace to Castelia Moore. That's the important thing. And the reason why I know it was a troll and another vlogger is because of the emotion that they put in it and how they was consistent. You know, I mean, and they put 2 or 3 comments long. I mean, it was you could tell the anger. Need to go to a damn crazy house. These folks crazy. Somebody gonna post on my other page. I think you have mental issues. I said I'm saner than everybody in your. I'm saner than you and everybody in your whole damn family. Okay, you got mental issues to think I got mental issues and be following me from page to page. Okay, you know you crazy when you feel like when you say somebody crazy and you can't get enough of them. Okay, I've always been very sane. But on the other hand, the person that was typing that comment ain't okay because they stalks. They violates. Sane people don't do stuff like that. I know. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Y'all, if the trolls come in, block them. I ain't in the mood today because they gonna get cussed out like a damn dog. Okay, I'm gonna cuss them out and talk about them real bad, and everybody in their family. So just leave me alone. Where Miss Kitty at? I ain't seen Miss Kitty in here. Hey, too pretty Miss Kitty. Hey, Mister. Shout out to my moderators. Put some respect on them. Y'all really better put some respect on them today when y'all come up in here because they're gonna block you. You come up in here with the foolishness. Memphis in a state of emergency. T Lady is getting worse, and his people roots are really from Greenwood. Miss T Lady, big facts. Okay. See there, that's what the lady had on her page. Ain't gonna come in here talking. Oh, that's the reason why I know it was another vlogger. I was looking at what his mother had on her page. Hey, Swab. Talking about I'm lying. Hell, I was looking at his mom's page because I was reading about how, my heart went out to her because she ain't doing good. About, that's her son. He said they just want to make people think rest in peace, Young Dolph. Yeah, that's what they want to make people think. They want to make people think that rest in peace, Young Dolph, giving wrong information. Rest in peace, Young Dolph has always been accurate. Okay. And also, when they put 3 long comments back to back, I said that's a damn sick, mentally ill blogger. Okay. And they want to try to discredit me. Go start your goddamn page, bitch. If you ain't got one, but more than likely it was another vlogger that's obsessed with me. I think they should call in the National Guard, y'all. I was reading about what happened to the circumstances they're saying that happened to, let me pull that up, to the young man, Alfonso, at the restaurant yesterday. Shout out to Blackwood News. He actually shared it, okay? He actually shared it. The young lady says, still trying to process the fact that I was on the floor crawling to the kitchen in a restaurant, scared for my life, where it was only 4 customers and staff at the time. They tried to steal a car and the owner came out on them. So they killing you over something you pay for. You can't confront them because they gonna shoot you. They unalive the man that came to pick someone up from work with his 3 kids in the car. They had to see their dad get unalive just for being there at the wrong time. The owner was just in there with his family holding his little baby. It's crazy that they had just left when it happened. I thank God for keeping me and my cousin yesterday. Rest in peace to Smoochie, owner, and the man in the car. So they try to steal a car, and the owner confronts them because they stealing it at his restaurant, try to steal it at his restaurant, and another man pull up to pick up somebody from work with his 3 little children in the car, and they take that man out in front of his kids just because he pull up at the wrong time, and they take the owner out for confronting them. Y'all, what kind of world we live in? Folks like that need the damn electric chair. Okay. They done tore up, traumatized some little kids, seeing their daddy get taken out, and then traumatized this young man's family. Right, like I said, it out right for the holidays. I guess these folks be miserable around the holidays. They miserable, so they want to make sure other families are miserable by taking their loved ones away from them. Okay. It don't make no sense, y'all. It don't make no sense. Um, I saw what they said they want answers for a 14-year-old little girl. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. They saying a 14-year-old girl was unalive and shot walking home from the park. Hold on, y'all. Her name was Anaya Costin. Hold on, you guys. I'm pulling it up right now. You guys, make sure y'all hit the like button to help to kick the video into the algorithm.
Break in this morning's Manhunt Monday. A teen girl shot and killed while walking home from the park. Her family speaks with WRG's April Thompson about that devastating phone call, learning what happened as police continue to search for the 14-year-old's killer.
14-year-old Anaya Costin's family is devastated. Last month, someone shot her as she was walking home from a North Memphis park. Anaya's grandmother remembers getting the phone call.
I got a call in the middle of the night from, everybody that could possibly contact me to say that, we had an emergency, family emergency.
Anaya's grandmother says the teen was shot twice.
When I called, my children, they were hysterical and saying that Anaya had been killed.
Memphis police say they found Anaya on the sidewalk near James Road in Birchville. Paramedics rushed her to the hospital, but she didn't survive.
Children should be able to walk down the street. They should be able to go anywhere and not be gunned down.
Homicide investigators say Anaya was shot by a man walking down the street.
I lay up at night thinking about, did this person know that she was a little girl? Did, what could have happened?
Jackson has spent the last month praying Anaya's shooter will be caught.
It wasn't an automobile accident. It was someone who hunted her down and killed her. I always tell your kids, hug them and tell them you love them, because Naya was 14. We didn't think that we would ever, we would wake up and not ever get a chance to see her.
If you know who killed 14-year-old Anaya Costin, call Crime Stoppers at 528-CASH. Your tip could help put a dangerous criminal behind bars and $4,000 cash in your pocket. Remember.
Now, they said she was just walking down the street. I mean, did this person pull up and want to try to talk to her? She looks like a baby. Regardless to what it was, whether she was a baby or not, they was wrong for what they did. That's what I said, y'all. It's like big game hunting. It's a purging going on around the Memphis area. And the thing that's really devastating to me is these people don't have an issue with letting the devil use them. They don't have, what do they call it? We got two bodies. But they feel a certain way when they on trial for death. Y'all gonna let them just kill the black names? These the same devils that be out on the street, y'all, committing genocide. And then when they get caught up, because they're gonna get caught, it's coming back one way or the other. They want somebody to yeah, I know it's real. They want somebody to stand out and picket and hold signs and holler about what the system is doing to them after they've committed all of these crimes out here, y'all. It's a darn shame before God, and I'm serious. It is. It's crazy. Okay. When you look at some of these people, I hate it so much too. When you look at some of these people who are linked to committing some of these crimes and being involved in some of these crimes. Even when you pull up their Instagrams and stuff like that, and you look at some of them, they got a demonic force. They look demonic. Like you could see that devil all over them. Like it's just, I've never seen anything like I've seen before in my life, y'all. It is absolutely crazy. I never thought I would live to see Black people getting so much gratification out of destroying their very own community. And I know stuff like this happens in other communities, but it is not as prevalent as it is in our very own community, in the Black community. And I think, when people say, well, the slave master did it, motherfucker, you wasn't no slave. Your ass is 30 years old. Don't get me started, because I'm gonna really go in. Because I get so tired of people in our community trying to always outsource the blame instead of taking responsibility for what is going on, when the fact of the matter is we are our own worst damn enemy. You can't even be successful without folks targeting you and being jealous of you. Okay? I had somebody over at my office the other day. We was looking at some stuff as it relates to these damn stalkers and stuff. I done told you I'm gonna get them. I done told y'all I'm gonna get them. We gonna get them for old and new. You're not gonna violate me and think I'm gonna let you get away with it. I'm getting your motherfucking ass. Okay. And so the person that was sitting there said to me, what's so unfortunate? They said the more you grow, okay, the more you grow, the more people want to harm you. He says, I've been doing this now for almost 30 years. It's unfortunate. That's what happens. The more you grow, the more people become obsessed with you and want to harm you. It's sad. And we see that. People target successful people. They don't want to get their lazy ass up and go do nothing. Okay? Because they might could have the same success if they was consistent. Or maybe they hadn't tapped into whatever their gift is. Just because somebody else is doing something don't mean you supposed to be doing it. Ooh, she got a vlog. I'm going to go get a vlog. Maybe that ain't your calling. And when it don't work out for you, you jealous of somebody else because you ain't smart enough or you ain't bright enough to tap into whatever your calling is because you so worried about other folks. Okay? I thought I saw Rest in Peace Young Dolphin here. He said, what's poppin', T? These folks just be talking. I can't make this shit up. They didn't even know that man. His uncle Adam going ham cool with Dolph was there where he signed Snoop and Wu Bo. That was another damn vlogger. When I saw 3 long comments about cap, and it was probably old hating ass hoe. Okay? All these folks do is hate. I was telling Dima, I was telling my mother, one of them. I said, it's getting real bad. Yeah, I already know what's going on. It's getting real bad when women can smirk and be happy about men hurting other women. When it makes them feel good. When they can sit and smirk and grin as if they're getting a lot of gratification about men hurting other women, and they are women themselves. When they know how vulnerable as women, how vulnerable we are anyways we can be. Okay? It's just that a lot of us refuse to be a victim, right? But when you see other women getting gratification out of it, I said, we living in a sad state. I don't give a damn how I get into it with another woman, how I can't stand another woman, you will never see me gloat about another man violating her or the possibility of somebody taking her out. Never. You will never get me to participate in it. That's because I'm a real woman. Jealousy don't rule me. It don't. Jealousy does not override my thoughts. The only time you might ever see me jealous, okay, is if, I got a man and, I see him and another woman. I ain't gonna get mad at one. Baby, I'm jealous. What's going on right there? That's cute jealousy. Where you going? I want to go. Okay. You do that with your significant other. You play the cute games and not that overly possessive stuff. But being jealous just of another human being, I'd be a damn fool. Especially not another woman. We all got the same thing. And I understand my calling is different. Even if we doing the same thing, it ain't going to be the same way because we got two different minds, two different personalities. It ain't even supposed to be like that. I understand that. I got the memo. That's the reason why you don't see me hating on other people. Okay? But I think it's a darn shame what is going on. And then people, a lot of people get, and because it absolutely, let me tell y'all something. YouTube don't pay me nothing, not hardly. So it don't give me any gratification, okay, out of seeing stuff, especially in a city that I was born and raised in. I've all these areas that they showing, I done, especially growing up in South Memphis. Even though I haven't lived in South Memphis in many years, I still got family that live in South Memphis. Sometimes, like if I'm going, like I gotta go to downtown Memphis to go to 201 or whatever case I got. Sometimes I'll take the long drive all the way straight down Elvis Presley. Okay. And I have a habit of doing that a few times when I've gone downtown. I was like, let me ride straight down, coming from Mississippi. Let me go ahead and ride straight down Elvis Presley. And sometimes I've even turned off on Norris and I found tears. Sometimes I cry. I think about dog, I was a little girl. I was so happy walking home from Norris Elementary. And these houses around here were nothing but a lot of black professionals. We thought that these were real beautiful houses and they still nice, And then as I get closer to the hood, I was like, dog, I used to hang around Parkway and Bullington and Taylor and all these different streets. We had so much fun. I still like to just ride through there sometimes. It just brings back a lot of memories. So it don't give me no gratification to see now, even though those areas were still considered the hood, people still had respect for each other. We used to hang around up there and stuff. I used to hang around up there with my cousins when my mama would let me, because she didn't like me going back to the hood after we moved. But because I had so much fun growing up, not because we were bad, but because it was just a different type of respect. It really bothers me to see like a lot of the people that I might have hung out with or my cousins hung out with, their children growing up not having any respect for human life. So the same corners and stuff on Parkway and stores and stuff, we might have used to have fun in front of these folks. You can't even stand outside because people taking you out. Man, we out hunting. I was looking at this little dude page one night. I ain't gonna say who it was. And they was all in a cart. They was live. They had on their Pooh Shiesty mask or whatever they call it. And they was like, we riding around looking for somebody out of bound. We looking for an op out of bound. Y'all, we really bad off. anytime you riding around looking for a human to kill, what kind of world do we live in, y'all? It ain't nothing normal about that. And that's the reason why I go in on so many people when when I hear them say, well, that's just the way it is. No, that ain't the way. It ain't supposed to be that way. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. And so as an older adult in my 40s, I'm going to put it out there in the atmosphere. No, that ain't how it's supposed to be. Yeah, but not things change. Fuck you. That ain't how it's supposed to be. It ain't nothing normal about it. And that's the reason why these little dudes think that it's okay. Because ain't nobody telling them, nigga, that's sadistic. We ain't come from that. Nigga, you get out there and you fight. And I'm going to send your little ass back until you win. Now, that's how we got down. But no, you ain't going to do no sissified stuff. And especially hurting women. This little girl, 14 years old, somebody pull up to her and pop and take her out. Y'all, it ain't nothing right or normal about it. But the problem is a lot of these OGs and stuff, they so dirty. They want these little dudes to be as sadistic as they can be. The crazier they are, the easier it is for them to use them. Okay? Because they don't care about their lives. And then what happened? They end up dead. Okay? And that's what these folks ain't thinking about. That's why I say it's so hard for me to believe, y'all, that these parents don't know what their children are doing. I was one of those parents. I was always up in my kids' business. My daughters couldn't stay in my house with the doors locked. Hell no. They could push it up. You push it up so I can peep. It had to be pushed up where I could peep. I had to be able to peep in and see what they was doing. Okay, they just on their computer. Okay, I can see they ain't doing nothing. They on the phone. I guess they ain't doing nothing. And then I would eavesdrop that because I had to make sure it wasn't nothing going on that I didn't know about. Right? So it's hard for me to believe that a lot of these parents don't know what their son's doing. I keep saying, your son come up in the house, pull up to your house in a brand new car. He parking it in your driveway. Your son don't go to no job. He too lazy to go. So how he get that car? Mama, I'ma hide this car in your garage. Okay, boy. Why he gotta hide his spanking brand new car and he ain't got no job in your garage? So you turning the blind eye. And then when somebody take him out, my boy never did nothing. You already know your boy done had 5 or 6 new cars. And he ain't got no job in 1 year. What's happening to all them damn cars? You ain't questioning him. Your son's 16 years old. It's hard for me to believe when your 16-year-old daughter come walking up in your house with stilettos on taller than mine, with short dresses and stuff on, with nothing but $1 bills. Mama, I got $1,001 bills. Girl, how much you gonna give me? You trying to tell me you don't know your daughter out there stripping and hoeing? No, they turn the blind eye because all people care about now is money, even if it means whoring their children out. They don't be wanting to hear that, but I'm gonna tell it like it is. Okay? I ain't know she was doing that. She was hiding that from me. That girl go and get her fingernails done every 2 weeks, and she getting them real long fingernails that's costing about $200-$300. How's she getting that done? And she's 16 years old. 16, 17 years old. It's hard for me to believe you don't know your daughter. And you see the type of men that pull up at your house. They ain't never been number drug boys, but you turning the blind eye because you want her to get the money. That's what's going on. But people don't be wanting to hear that. But it's the truth. Our community is in a state of emergency because everybody want a damn pacifier in their mouth. They put a pacifier in the black folks' mouth so they think they could keep them in bondage. Well, Junebug wasn't that bad. You know Junebug breaking up in everybody damn house in your neighborhood. You been knowing it. Every time he go to jail, the burglary stop. Then they turning the blind eye so much. They come, mama, look here, mama. I hear this yours. You got. He bringing you them folks bracelets. They taking their mamas and stuff back up out of their neighbors' houses. Mama, here go a necklace. Here go a charm. Your neighbor look at it and know it's theirs. Junebug bought this for me. You know goddamn well Junebug ain't hitting a lick at a snake because the motherfucker too sorry to get up and go to work. He burglarizing them houses and you know it. But as soon as somebody take him out, they want everybody to buy a fish plate to help bury him. And the neighbor saying, I don't give a damn if they put him in a cardboard box and throw his ass in the backyard. He done broke into my house twice and stole everything. But it's able to happen because these mamas and parents turning the blind eye as long as they benefiting. Don't nobody want to talk about that because everybody want a damn titty and a pacifier in their mouth in our community. And these young adults like they are because of the older adults. But don't nobody want to hear that though. The older adults is the ones that's promoting this stuff. Because I ain't going to have a damn child grown or especially not a minor living up in my house and I can't tell them what to do. Mama, I'm grown. Well, get your ass up out of here because you don't pay a bill here. And ain't no minor especially got no business telling you that. It's a darn shame before God what's going on. And then they always talking about, I was listening, well, we got to, figure out how to get some rehabilitation for some of these kids. It ain't a damn thing to habilitate. They ain't never been taught nothing. That's the reason why the rehabilitation is failing. How you going to rehabilitate a person that ain't never been taught nothing? It ain't nothing to rehabilitate. They never been taught anything or habilitated to begin with. And so, it's easy to try to help kids. I love children. I love young adults. That's the reason why I mentor young boys over at the juvenile jail, because I have a passion for our young people because I understand that they are our future. Okay? I have a love for them because I understand that they lost. I see what they grow up in, the households that they grow up in. Okay? And so when people get to hollering about, well, we got to help them, we got to get them some counseling. What good is counseling a damn child that's got to go back home to a crazy ass mama and daddy, where daddy beating his mama all up across the head every damn minute, and it's traumatizing him. It seems like to me, whoever is the custodial parent need to get some help too, because everything that you just taught them gonna go out the door when they got to walk back into all that damn trauma. Our community is sick. You can't even be successful in Memphis. It's been like that for a long time, but I guess it really opened the eyes of people when that happened to Young Dolph. Young Dolph was walking into a cookie shop. Young Dolph was flossing and flexing. I'm telling y'all some of the stuff that hurt me, to hear some of the people just listening to people, just casually talking. Well, I love Dolph. Okay. But, I loved him, but he should have known better. He can't just be riding around in them cars in Castelia. Why not? He grew up in Castelia. Why can't? Well, if you riding around in cars like that in Castelia and them folks ain't got nothing, well, what he expect? They'll backdoor him. Some of them people might backdoor him. That's bragging. I said, what you mean that's bragging? That boy worked his ass off. He talked about how he didn't have nothing. He had a drive. He's supposed to ride around in a damn Pinto just not to be killed. That's why I said Memphis got a damn sickness in the atmosphere. You can't even be successful without folks trying to kill you. And the same people that was jealous of Young Dolph didn't have the drive that he had and still ain't got it and ain't got the damn talent either, if you want to be honest. Okay? But want to be jealous of somebody. That's how it is in Memphis. Okay? And in a lot of other places, not just in Memphis. In our community, you don't see all this shit happening in other communities. You know why? Because they want to see their communities flourish. That's the reason why the Hispanics all 10 Hispanics can live in one house until they all come up and pool their resources and their monies and go open up restaurants and stuff like that. Okay? That's the reason why. Because they want to see their people succeed. They understand if one win, everybody win. But our people got that crabs in a bucket mentality. Period. And it ain't going to get no better until our mindset change. Every time somebody, God starts raising, it ain't like God don't send people, okay, in the Black community. Okay, I think about our people, how chosen our people are. God gave us everything as far as hip hop, the dance, the music, the singing, the beautiful skin, everything. Everything that everybody else wants. Going to get surgery for our women had it first. The rap and the bebop and the everything. And we'll gladly give it away to other people with a grin when they ain't trying to figure out the business part and then get mad at a Young Dolph because he figured out the recipe. It ain't like God ain't raising people up to help our community. But every time somebody starts to rise up that could help to lead a lot of people out of bondage, our people kill them out. They did it to Dr. King. They did it to Malcolm X. They did it to Young Dolph. They've done it to a whole lot of others that we probably thought died another kind of way. Right? They did it to Prince. But it's a darn shame, y'all. It's a darn shame what's going on. That spirit of jealousy. I don't have jealous-hearted people around me. I just don't. Even if that jealousy is not exerted or it's not geared at me. I don't have people with jealous spirits around me. That jealousy demon is deadly. I'm telling you, it is the mother of all evil. It gives birth to everything evil. That spirit of jealousy. Young Dolph's death. Jealousy was conceived, and then death came after that. It gives birth to everything evil. Right? So, is there a purging going on in the streets of Memphis? It seems if you got something going on, it is the water boy. That hurt me. That water boy, that area in Whitehaven, I go through every single day. Every single day. I see them little boys up there selling water. Them little boys be out there from sun up, because I've driven through that when I had to get up and get out on a case early. It was 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30. Them little babies be out there, because sometimes it be more than one. Selling water, selling juice, selling chips. Okay? Trying to do it the right way. And then somebody roll up to him and pop him. Because they figured, well, it's about 2 o'clock. I bet he got quite a bit of money in his pocket now. Instead of them getting they no good maggot ass out and getting a damn job, they probably sitting over, it's a Walgreens over in the lot over across the street, or probably sitting in the same damn parking lot watching them make money and saying, oh yeah, okay, he done made enough, now let us go ahead and rob him. The time that they sat there laying on that little baby, making money, they could have had their ass at somebody's damn job. Instead, they done went and shot somebody's son because he's standing out there from sun up to sundown trying to make him some damn money. It ain't easy standing out there in front of, that's a damn busy ass intersection all day. But that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Jealousy and hating. Okay? When does it stop? When does it stop? Because, see, like I was just saying, our people are always looking for somebody on the outside to come in. When is the white people is gonna come in and help us? They need to make them laws better. You raising them damn kids that's out there breaking the laws. Hell, why you looking to the white folks to come in and do something? Them damn killers living in your household. You ain't got no control over your kids? Because that's where they coming from. So then, when I get on the OGs and I be talking about some of these OGs, when y'all hear me talking about juke them like a damn dog, it comes from a place of hurt. Because juke them came from a damn era where they know that they didn't do stuff like this. But they see this generation is thrown off, no guidance, and they taking advantage of them. And I be trying to talk bad about them, hoping to shame them. Okay? Because they wrong. He ain't the only one doing it. Okay? I just use him as an example. Okay? Because everybody know his big ass. Okay? But, so then, you know, if people are not instilling anything in their children. Okay? So, because no OG, I can remember a time where kids, at least they was being taught something. They was being validated some kind of way. Ain't nobody supposed to feel comfortable enough to walk up to your children and offer them money, or your young adult kids and offer them money to go and do a hit. I remember a time that was not going to happen. They knew not to do it because they already knew that the kids were going to go home and tell their mother or their father, and then something was going to be done about it. Ain't nobody validating their children. That's why everybody is in disarray. These young adults, a lot of them got a lot of hurt and pain. Okay, and I'm not giving them excuses because they ain't being taught nothing. They ain't got no guide. There ain't no foundation. It used to be when the crack era came around, when crack came around in the 80s, and it started destroying a lot of Black families. At least they had a grandmother. The kids would then have to be like Young Dolph was. They had a grandmother who would take up the slack and raise the kids and still raise them up in church and build some type of foundation. Those very people that ended up getting on crack, they still was raised up in the church, or had, they was, you know, they had a godly foundation built on the inside of them. That's why years later, when the crack era is old, you started seeing people come in off of the street and they started rehabilitating and getting off of crack, because they was able to revert back to that foundation on top of all that garbage that was still at the core of them. They was taught something. They was instilled, something was instilled on the inside of them, and they was able to revert back to what was right and wrong and rebuild their life. These folks ain't got that. That's the reason why they don't have an issue with just taking out anybody, because they ain't got no type of foundation. Okay? It ain't no type of godly foundation built on the inside of them, y'all. Every time I get on here, somebody, hold on. Okay. But I think it's a shame before God, y'all. It is. It's a shame before God. Hold on one second. Let me run this number. Every time I get on here, somebody from a number similar to that calls me. That's what I'm talking about when I say sick. These folks sick as hell. Now, I ain't nowhere near no celebrity. And you got people obsessed with me. Okay, and that's the reason why I say people need to 2266. People need to law abiding citizens need to make sure that they defend themselves, okay? Hold on for a second. But it is a shame before God, y'all, what's going on. It is. It's a darn shame before God what's going on in our community. And as I always say, it's not going to get any better. It's not going to get no better. Okay? Until we have a change of mindset. At this point, like I said, it ain't got nothing to do with anybody, okay, or anything other than the mindset of our people. Jealousy. I never thought I would live to see the day where men would be so in competition. And I guess it shocks me because people say, well, why does that shock you? I didn't come from that. These folks claim that they hood dudes and gangsters and this and that. I grew up around real street dudes and gangsters. They didn't compete with women. They felt like that made them look like a sissy. They sure wasn't gonna be sitting up trying to take women out. That was a violation within itself. And they wasn't gonna mess with no dude that did it, and women and children. So that's the reason why I say when you see men on here arguing with women, going at women, those a bunch of busters and dick in the booty sissy bitch ass niggas that's trying to disguise themselves as street dudes and gangsters. Because I know what real street dudes and gangsters look like. I know how they carry themselves, and it ain't like what we see on here. And so that's why I say it's a dangerous thing. People have to protect themselves because this right here is a monster. This right here is a four-headed monster that we looking at on here. Because I ain't never in my life seen nothing like it. Where men are so sick that they feel like if they take out a woman, they in secret competition with a woman that they could never even compare to. Okay? That they feel like if they take her out, they could beat her. Or that'll eliminate their competition. They sick. And you talking about men in their 30s and 40s and 50s that's got that mindset. That's the reason why I say, good God, what kind of world is we living in? You don't even see the young dudes doing that. The issue we got with the young adults is being sent out by some of these people that they think got status. That's it. If it was a regular blowjo, these young dudes wouldn't be letting them send them out. But because they want acceptance and want to feel like that they are a part of something, and they feel like somebody having money is a success story, they letting them ruin their lives. Okay? And it's because they're not being validated at home. So y'all, something has to change. And it's got to change in our community. We don't have time to sit and wait on somebody to come into our community and save our community when we're the ones that's raising these damn folks that's doing this stuff. I always bring up, I think it's a darn shame when people sit up and talk about what the police ain't doing, because the police won't make my son. They say it's a curfew. They ain't reinforcing the curfew. Do you have a curfew? Yeah, Junebug know he's supposed to be in the house at 10 o'clock. He ain't in the house at 10 o'clock. These police ain't no damn good. I'ma complain on the police. So you can't reinforce the curfew because you supposed to have more control over Junebug than the damn police. So then when you do call the police and they start enforcing the curfew, they're gonna take Junebug ass to juvenile court because he is still a juvenile and you ain't got no control over him. They ain't have to take Junebug to juvenile court. The black folks, the black police just as bad as the white police. They ain't for our people. I just had be wanting them to make Junebug mind me. So now it's the police job to make your damn son mind you. Our people messed up. It's a darn shame before God. I'll never forget when I was working in felony response. I had just started working for the police department. I was pregnant. I was sitting at the desk in felony response. And there was this investigator named Tina Halfacre. Okay? She was a sergeant at the time. She said, Tamara, can you type a statement for me? I said, I sure can. And it was a lady came in there skinny as a toothpick she came from South Memphis around Richmond Street. She didn't live on Richmond Street, from around that area. I'm not going to say what street she lived on. Okay? And her son was 6 years old. And she came in there fussing. Oh, I got to bring my son down here. I mean, she was going in. And it was because a 3-year-old little girl, her son they lived in some apartments around the area. And the little girl's mother that was 3 years old, I guess they was friends or something, caught the little boy that was 6 with his wing in her 3-year-old little girl's mouth. And so I forget how they had to do it because he was a baby. He had to give a statement and some more stuff because they were both babies, y'all. So the 6-year-old little boy doing that to a 3-year-old baby, that was learned behavior, right? He seen somebody else do that because they were both babies. And so, anyways, she came in there, and when I tell y'all, she was cutting up. She was cutting up. I don't even know why she was cutting up. She was about 9 months pregnant. She went to hollering about she was going to sue the police department. I shouldn't have to bring my 6-year-old son down here for that. She said, I had to beg you to bring him. We got to get a statement. We got to figure out what's going on. That's a crime. Yeah, but my son, a baby just like that 3-year-old, didn't have no empathy for the 3-year-old. I don't know if her and the girl was friends because I don't know how a 6-year-old would get to be with a 3-year-old or something. She went to hollering about how her son was a baby. Okay? And y'all ain't gonna treat my son like no criminal. That's what kids do. They curious. Nothing. Then she went to hollering about she was pregnant with her 7th child, and they were stressing her out about to send her in labor. And y'all, this my 7th baby, and I know how to raise my kids. Y'all about to send me in labor. I'm gonna file a lawsuit. And she was about 31 or 32 years old. That's why I say, now you think about that. I was pregnant, y'all. He was 6. I was pregnant with my 2nd baby. And my last baby is 22 years old. Can y'all imagine? She was cutting a shine up in there. Can y'all imagine unless God touched him? Okay? They're about 28 years old now. Can y'all imagine what he's doing in the streets of South Memphis if he's still alive? That's what I'm talking about, y'all. It starts in the household. It starts in the household. And it ain't gonna get no better until the mindset of our people change. I be getting so mad because I say we resourceful. Why we always looking for people from the outside to come in and save our community. We got, you got black politicians in place. A lot of them ain't even worth a damn. But then what you have to do is you have to put a politician in place, black or white, that's got a strong spirit that's going to help your community, right? But we're always looking on the outside for people to come in and save us, when we could organize and come up with plans just like every other community and make demands as much money as we spend in the economy, right? But we don't do that. We too busy walking around game hunting, trying to hunt down the next successful person. And then they go to sleep happy at night. Well, we ain't got to worry about that bitch ass nigga flexing no more. He ain't going to be successful. He in the grave. If he had just been humble and been broke, busted, and disgusted like me, he could have lived. Y'all, that's what's going on with our folks. I don't give a damn about nobody getting mad. I'm speaking the truth. You ain't got to, y'all can stay in the bushes all day. Y'all ain't got to say a damn word. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Okay? And it ain't gonna get no better until we change it. So one of the like the sickest things I hear men say, when I say, well, black men, they're supposed to be leading the community. They're supposed to be leading the women and the children. They're supposed to be hearing from God. Okay? And then when they hear from God, they're supposed to direct their women and their children. They're supposed to be leading the communities. Instead, they leading the community straight to hell. Right? I don't have no issue with a man that's hearing from God leading. Ain't nobody hearing from God. Everybody full of the damn devil. And then have the nerve to sit they drunk, sprung asses, stand on their soapbox. These women want to be strong black women. They won't listen to us. Motherfucker, you drunk 24/7. You think I'm going to listen to you? You stay up high on fentanyl and crack. She's supposed to listen to you. You put her in a position where she got to be strong. When she probably should kick your ass to the damn curb, because I wouldn't want no damn crackhead running around my house. Okay? But it's sad to me. Okay? When I hear men make excuses on why they are not rightly leading their community and protecting their women and their sons and their daughters. Okay? I'm serious. They go, well, you got a strong personality, but I'll submit to a man that's hearing from God. I got a lot of responsibilities. I love to be led. But don't get me started, because see, I'm getting ready. Y'all know I will go in. Okay, I will go in. Okay, I'll act the fool on here. I'm trying to be good. All right, I'm gonna be nice today. Even though I woke up sick and in a bad mood, I'm trying to be nice. Okay, but it ain't no excuse, y'all. When men are supposed to be leading, that's the reason why God whooping their asses, a lot of them cat raggedy. Okay? He's skinning their asses cat raggedy until it ain't no damn skin on their ass, because they ain't taking their positions like they should. And then God says when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. And that's when he obtains his favor. But instead, they have allowed outside forces and entities to make them mistreat black women as black women, even a lot of them don't even know who they are. They got such a connection with God, it don't make no sense. That's why when these men do them wrong, they can get together and wail and cry, and then God will whoop his ass cat raggedy. A lot of men ain't even where they could be because they don't even know how to treat their women right. God gave him a good woman, but he think his job is to mistreat her, talk bad to her, verbally abuse her, physically abuse her, all that stuff. And that's the reason why he can't get ahead. As a man, he ought to feel like a damn failure, because he is, if he looking for a woman to come up. I don't like men like that. Don't no men come up off no damn woman. Okay? That's the reason why when I have cousins and stuff, and they get to hollering out, ugh, I'm tired of, I'm just gonna use a fake name. I'm tired of Victor. He be getting on my nerve, girl. He too clingy. That's your husband. Yeah, but he get on my nerve. He always want me to cook. Bitch, that man get out and work sometimes 2 shifts. Your ass ain't doing nothing. You standing over a stove doing hair. Okay? He paying all them bills. That man want a home cooked meal. You can't do that? No, I'm a real woman. I'm going to tell it like it is. You got a good man. If you don't want him, you get your ass somewhere and let a real woman get him. That man pay bills and he good to you. If you don't want him, let another woman have him. She'll be glad of him. She'll have his food cooked every day when he worked them double shifts and his water ran. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Let me turn my heat off. It done got hot up in my house. I don't feel good today. Y'all hold on for a second. Yeah, I was able to find me a seeded watermelon. I'm so happy. I can't wait to cut it. I'm eating me a piece of banana. I'm back on my diet. But anyway, y'all, it's a purging going on. It's a purging going on. And people can't just look to the politicians, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. A lot of politicians ain't worth a damn. You need to be paying them some attention, so that you can overthrow them and vote them out, really. And that's what's going on with our community. We hard on each other, but we like being finessed. You don't like nobody like me that's gonna tell you the truth. You want somebody to come and finesse you. You got people selling out our community. The Black community is so resourceful. That's the reason why everybody try to hijack our community, and we let them, as long as it ain't another Black person. I don't have nothing against the Asians. I like the Asians. But it ain't no reason for the Asians to be owning all of these damn beauty supply stores in the Black community. That's hijacking our community. I don't mean no harm. The Asians don't give nothing back to the Black folks. You can't even get them to support you when you walk in there trying to sell Girl Scout cookies. That's what I call hijacking our community. Okay? Hey, best friend. I'm gonna come over your house and pick that up, but I ain't been feeling good today. Okay? Whew. Girl, if I got to running for office, they already know they wouldn't be able to control me. Okay? So what'll happen is, what they'll do is they'll go, and see, this is another thing that happened. when they want to make sure that a Black person that's got some good leadership, that ain't gonna go be a part of the system where they bought out, is gonna get into office, they start bringing up all kinds of scandals and making up stuff on them. And then how they able to finesse the Black people is they'll go set up in the Black community, they'll go set a table up and they'll have Subway to sponsor some Subway sandwiches. And they'll say, we got Subway sandwiches for everybody in this community in South Memphis or in North Memphis or Orange Mound or wherever. And I want y'all to come out. Don't y'all listen. Here go your Subway sandwich, your 6-inch. It ain't gonna even be turkey. It's gonna be a cold cut. It's cheaper. Okay, a bologna sandwich. It's gonna be dry. They're gonna give them some chips. Okay. And they're gonna say, don't y'all now, you see Tamara? We can't have her in office. They're gonna say that, right? They're gonna hold that bologna sandwich in their hand from Subway, okay, with some chips. Okay, Now you mess around, we not gonna vote for it. Just give us that free sub sandwich, 6-inch. It ain't gonna be no foot long, okay? They mess around and say, y'all want some sweet tea with that? You gonna give us sweet tea? We'll take out if you want us to. That's what's going on in our community. Okay? That's what's going on. We gotta get away from free stuff. That's how they're keeping us in bondage. You need to tell them. I was so hurt when Barack Obama has said, when they said, Mr. President, what are you going to do about you're bailing out? You gave money to the Hispanics. He gave all that money to all those different communities. They said, what about the Black people? He says, I can't just be the president for the Blacks. He says, Black people, African Americans, don't know what they ask for. That hurt me. A lot of Black people don't know what to ask for, because a lot of Black people have not been put in positions where they know about grants or businesses and things of that nature. But you a damn Black president. You couldn't have nobody. You got people to educate the Hispanics and stuff on it. You couldn't do that for the Black people. And see, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. They don't ever want us to figure out the recipe. And because we have such a jealous spirit on us, whenever somebody do figure out the recipe, you're trying to take them down. You're trying to take them out. And that's what they want. And that's the reason our community is stagnant. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing other than the mindset of our people. Okay? Oh, Lord, Cypress, what you talking about? Okay? Lord have mercy. I agree with you, Overgrind TV. I agree with you. 100%. Hold on. It starts with us though, y'all. I promise to God. It do. It's not gonna change until we change. It ain't nothing cute or noble or, I mean, it ain't nothing great about taking out somebody's damn child. Whether they are old or young, that's somebody's child. It ain't nothing cool about taking out somebody's father or mother. That's evil. That's evil. And they've made it, they're trying to make it normal. There's nothing normal about it. And it's only normal in the black community. I used to get so mad. I used to get so mad you know, when somebody would come downtown for let's just say sexual assault or something. And then their family members, they would confess. They would confess to a lot of this stuff. And then their family members, when they would call their family members up there right before they went to jail or whatever, and their family members would be mad and stuff, well, why they want to be so hard on my son? They don't do that to the white man. So you it's okay for your son to go around sexually assaulting folks just because the white folks do it. That's why I say, what's wrong with our people?
We don't stick together, Tam, and we haven't been sticking together for a very long time. I don't see where it's going to change because people are just too hateful and too jealous hearted and too spiteful. Even and we can't even say it's coming from the younger community. It's coming from these older people too, and it's so sad. And that's why we have to pick our circle very carefully. You really do. You have to really pick and choose who you have in your life. And nobody's obligated to keep anybody in their life that they suspect have any type of ill will for them. I'm the kind of person, I suspect you have any ill will towards me. I mean, my cutoff game is strong. I have zero problems cutting anybody off, and it's simply because I have zero tolerance. I don't have patience for BS people.
Hmm. Well, what's going on in Memphis? You know,
Um, Memphis is just another prime example of what's going on everywhere. It's happening here in my city too. Um, I think the bigger problem is it starts at the top. I think that the courts, politicians, or whoever, the higher ups, I think, they need to start handing out stiffer penalties. And I think that we have to have people in these key positions that care. Because I really think that if you cared for the community and you honored the seat that you hold, be it alder person, governor, mayor, uh, police chief, police officer, and granted, I know that everybody's capacity and their abilities are limited, but I think there are some people in key positions that could really get a hold of this crime. And I don't think that it's going to stop until they start frying these cookabug heads in the electric chair.
hmm
Cause slapping them on the wrist and letting them out and letting them have their way in court and making it seem like the criminal has more rights than the victim.
absolutely.
It's like the victims are being victimized all over again. Their
Hmm.
families, their children, it's sad that the victims don't have the same rights as the damn criminal. And I
Hmm.
really feel like the citizens of Memphis at this point, they need to start flooding start standing outside the alderman's office daily with picket signs, you know, going down to the precincts and demanding your safety. Go flood the mayor's office, you know, because I'm gonna tell you something, and not to get off topic. Here in my city, you see these people that with this Israel and Hamas situation. They down here downtown with picket signs and picketing and and when I say unity, these people of other cultures, they stand together in unison. When something's not going right or something's happening in their communities, they get out and they go out and collectively, and they stand together for a cause.
Mhm.
Um, and I just really feel like the citizens need to get together, band together, and start demanding safer neighborhoods. And if that means going to the mayor's office one day, going to the alderperson's office one day, going to the precincts and stand out there, and I mean march until your toes fall off. Y'all can stand in line at Walmart. Go stand outside in front of these people doorsteps daily, and you
Mhm.
have to demand that, because to hide behind closed doors at your house, that's not going to get it.
And complaining
Yeah,
behind closed doors.
yeah,
You're
that's
right.
not going to get it. People going to have to band together and holding candlelight vigils and holding hands and singing kumbaya and Lord Jesus help us. No, you get together and you go down there and you tell them, if you don't do something, next time voting season come around, we're not voting for you. You out of here. But see, they don't see that from the black community, because I promise you, if this was happening in any other culture's community, baby, they put them politicians get a hold of this. They put
Mhm.
a stop to that, because see, them people in them other cultures not gonna have it.
That's right. That's right. It seemed like in I hate to say in our community, it's almost like it's okay until it starts to hit home. No, if you don't stop it, it's gonna hit home.
Well, devastating for you just said, please look at other cities. Mass arrest doesn't stop crime. No, but that electric chair will.
Absolutely. It sure will.
Yeah, start frying them like Tam say, till they damn eyeballs start popping out their head, and smoke start coming out the top of their head. Yeah, that'll stop it. And I don't mean sit them on death row for the next 30 years. I mean, hey, if you could get convicted and you get the electric chair, I mean, give them the electric chair the next month.
Because take this for example. Okay, let's just take what happened with straight drop for an example. Now, even though straight drop is gonna get every bit of them 61 years, what they just did was it gives criminals, they celebrate because it gives them the illusion that I'm unstoppable. Their minds have told them ain't nothing gonna happen to straight drop because straight drop's lawyer and he just doing his job. And the way that the laws are set up, it's making it look like that the criminals, like you just said, has more rights than the victim, when all Doc was doing was walking into a cookie shop. He was not a threat to straight drop. Straight drop took Dolph out because he was hoping to come up.
That's right. That's right. And let's stop spending so much time. Uh, And I understand tying up loose ends, and we don't want the defense attorney to be able to poke holes in our cases. But some of these cases are right in your face, and I can't see a jury not convicting on even a RICO at this point, because they got so many cases that are connected and tied together, and these are the same gangs that's doing the same crimes
Mm-hmm.
over and over and over. And it comes to a point where you just got to take a leap out on faith and go ahead and do gang sweeps from hood to hood.
Mm-hmm.
Start gathering up all these criminals, because the restaurant owner, in my opinion, they wanted that car because they was about to go slide on somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that probably wasn't even no chop shop deal. They wanted that car because, like you say, it's the purge right now. So they wanted that car to go slide on somebody. And, so you got the same hoods, the same groups of people doing the same crap daily. And all of this so called, technology that they have available, it's no excuse why these guys can't be brought into custody. Because you got the you got the surveillance, you got the city cameras, and you got the technology. And when I say technology, I'm talking about the surveillance. You got
They
the
got
street
they got
cameras, you got everything.
yeah, they got a million pages. It's not, and we're gonna see, as far as these indictments that's get ready to come down, we're gonna see what's gonna go on. But even still, I was told that they're gonna happen in dosages, but When people know that they're getting ready to go away, they can't afford, especially with what's going on, to indict them in dosages. They need to be in, just get them all at one time if they can.
Yeah.
Paula says that she said, I mean, Nola Girl says, unfortunately, some black people would rather gather to Beyonce rather than for city state affairs. That's true. They'll stand
Yes,
outside at
ma'am.
the Nike store and
Yes,
brag about
ma'am.
it. Still, we was out there for 24 hours standing to be the first one to get the Nikes, but they won't go stand in line to vote.
Yeah. Because, honey, every I guess every district or how I don't know how it works there, but every area has a different alder person. I go sit out in front of their damn offices daily because it's got to start somewhere. Because the alder person can't collect 100 some thousand dollars a year and don't do nothing to clean up these communities. Because
That's
see,
right.
the alder person is going to have to go to these cap meetings, whatever type of we call them cap meetings here with the police. You know, the citizens are going to have to get involved when these precincts have police meetings for the neighborhood and for the community. You've got to get up from in front of the TV or off the bar stool and go to these meetings and start voicing your concerns. And I applaud the citizens of that block that got this last group of people busted for the drugs. It was the citizens that called in on them. So they tired of it. They scared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I applaud people like that because it's like, look, y'all not getting ready to keep doing this, walking up and down the street in the broad daylight with assault weapons. Come on now. But I'm glad that they took a stance and said, we're not having that. We're tired of it. And the authorities were forced to do a month-long investigation or stakeout on them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's absolutely what happened. And it's a darn shame when you have to be a prisoner in your own home, on your own street. Your kids can't ride their bikes because folks feel like they have an obligation or they have a right to intimidate you and walk up and down your street with your kids playing on with long rifles out
In broad daylight.
in broad daylight.
And here's a young lady, 14 years old, coming home from the park now. Um, I guess I was brought up in a different era. We didn't go to the park alone. We had to be in a group, and even then, probably with some adult, some chaperoning or something. You know what I mean? But it's different now. And rest in peace to that young lady. But the first thing that came to my mind, Tam, I said, well, maybe he tried to abduct her. She was able to fight him off and get away from him, and he got pissed off and took her life. But
What happened? We got a hacker in here. I agree, no to you. Stop lining your pockets and stop this violence, politrickers. Yeah, they hacking because her picture went white. I had not even dropped the link, and they hacking. Okay, your picture is back up now.
I see they on that BS. Let me go ahead and delete this. Effing freaks. Y'all some freaks.
Yeah, they some freaks. They sick. A bunch of sick freaks. What they doing is they hiring people to hack into phones. I can't wait. I can't wait until I can't wait until this is over so I can see everybody. And I believe it's going to include women and men.
Well, it's definitely going to include some women now. For sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so basically, Tam, I just say, it's really about the it really is about the citizens. You know, the citizens are going to have to step in and demand safety.
Okay, I just removed it too since they like to hack. It don't make no sense for people to be so jealous hearted and pathetic. I wonder if some of these people are well, we're not gonna even talk about that because we'll get off course. But um, she said they hacking. She trying to send a cash app and it won't go through. Demon, you there? Demon, y'all can y'all hear me? Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Okay, y'all can hear me. So it's Demon that they're messing with. Hold on, y'all. They said Snoop Bands is out. Yeah, it don't make no sense. That's what I'm talking about. You know, people are so jealous hearted. It is absolutely ridiculous. But it ain't gonna stop the show. We still gonna be great. We still gonna go on, and they still gonna be miserable until this is over. And trust me, this has an end date. I promise you, it does. You know, I think about how they found a vlogger who actually owns a computer company and found out that's on here that vlogs and found out that that particular vlogger allow other vloggers to hire them to hack. Okay. Now, when all of this is over, I'm getting my retribution. Them fuck ass vloggers that hired them to hack me is going to jail. And I want every motherfucking dime out of that computer company. Okay? It's some more stuff going on too. Hold on, y'all. But that's what we, mean when we talk about jealousy. Um, that person ain't gonna want to lose everything. He don't know he on the verge of it. But he gonna give up everybody, even the ones we don't know about that has hired him. Okay? But it ain't gonna stop nothing here though. Hold on one second. It's not gonna stop anything here because we just gonna continue on as we always do. And when I get off of here, we're gonna do something else with the computer because and you know what's so funny? What they found on this computer, they found that. Well, no, I ain't gonna even talk about that. But it just goes to show how sick people are. See, when folks feel like they can hide behind the person that's doing it, they push them to the limit, especially when they have an obsession. And it's men and women that have obsessions, okay? That's right. That's right. Absolutely did. That's the reason why I said I can't wait until all the investigation is over and everything comes to a head. Okay? That's the reason why sometimes I be real mad when I find out, when they start revealing to me, when they start telling me what they have found out, what they've done to me in the past, how they have violated me. That's the reason why I said, I ain't gonna have no mercy on some of these women. A bunch of dime store bitches. It ain't no way, but it all comes from a place of jealousy. But these men on here, some of them, they ain't even supposed to be on here. They sadistic. Okay? And that's all I'm gonna say about that. But Operation Ted Bundy is in effect. And Ted Bundy ain't just one person. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay. But the game, big, it ain't no need of me even talking about that because I have to let the people do their job and they doing it. Okay. I ain't gonna even say nothing about that. I gotta do. Okay. But you gotta be sadistic to own a computer company. Okay. And be on YouTube. They be on the same thing. They be having sexual um violations in their backgrounds too. Okay. Yeah, but we're gonna keep going. That's right. We're gonna keep going. We're not gonna give it all the way. But y'all, it's like I said, it's like it's big game hunting, right? It's a purging going on in the streets of Memphis. And like I said, to me, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense because it seems to me if a person, okay, if a person is okay, that's it. If a person is successful, y'all, if a person is successful, then they become a target, right? And I ain't talking about these folks that be running around here. Somebody was talking about how God has said, people be hating in Memphis. I ain't talking about him because he need to include himself when he talk about hating because he couldn't even stand to see young Dolph be blessed. They couldn't stand it to the point where they couldn't stop until he was gone off of this earth. And now they paying for lawyers and paying for hackers. I wonder, do they know that they hackers are sexual predators? They know that some of these folks are linked to them and some of their affiliates. Do they know that? Because I don't think that anybody should be dealing with any label that's hiring people to change narratives that got sexual assaults in their background and has a history of pedophilia and things of that nature. But hell, they was dealing with straight drop. So it goes to show that women should not even be following any record company or label that does not care about violations as it relates to sexual assault against women and children. Okay? But that's what they got on here, harassing people. Okay? If they didn't know it was in their background, they ought to been did better work in finding out if they got the money. Okay? But when they taken down, it's gonna all come out, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. because it ain't gonna change a damn thing. They trolls ain't gonna change shit, and they still ain't gonna be able to make no damn movie on Young Dolph, because Young Dolph's family ain't gonna let him. What rest in peace Young Dolph at? Let them know that these fuck niggas think that they gonna make a somebody reach out to Mia J, so that they can already have their lawyers in effect to let them know these sick ass motherfuckers want to be on here harassing, because they think they're gonna be able to change the narrative and then put a movie out to include that video that they say is going around. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna reach out to the FBI again when I get off of here. Okay. But that computer company already up under investigation that has set up on YouTube. It's going down. Right? But that's what I'm talking about, y'all. You have folks on here, talking about they want justice for Young Dolph. They want justice for Duck. They want justice for Mo3. And they got the same damn mentality, a lot of them, as the people that took them out and involved with a lot of them. Okay? Anytime people's stories continuously change and they have all these elaborate, pathetic stories and stuff, I couldn't believe that to save my life. And so it's always, I can't understand how a lot of these grown people, adults that have had experience in life, that done seen just about everything, fall for that stuff. Okay? But hey, y'all, it's a darn shame before God what is really going on. It is. It's a shame. Okay? And so, like I say, what we have to do is we have to we got to change our mindset, because it's not going to get any better until the mindset of our people is changed. It's not going to, y'all. It's not. That's right. A lot of witchcraft. That's the reason why I always pray. Folks talking about somebody came on my page and I'd seen that person before. I went ahead and blocked them. Okay. I don't see how you can a person can speak blessings and curses at the same time. Bitch, you probably screwing somebody's damn husband and got the nerve to be judging somebody, right? I ain't never in my life. I remember when I was working for the police department, I remember this lady who I thought we was pretty cool. I was sitting there, I was pregnant with my second baby, okay? Stomach was way on out there, about to have it. She said, I don't mean no harm. Because I was about 23 and she was about 38. I don't mean no harm, but I ain't had no kids because nothing against you, but I just can't have folks around here be around here having babies, and I ain't got no husband, and I definitely couldn't have no babies with no two different men. I said, this bitch got me fucked up. See, that's the reason why you can't really tell people your business, because they'll ask you, your kids got the same daddy. No, they sure don't. The first situation didn't work out. He didn't act right, so I went and got me another one. He didn't act right either, so I got rid of him too. Okay, next. Okay. At least I tried. I ain't going to have 2 and 3 with the same nigga that wasn't acting right. I went and got me another one. He just didn't act right either. Okay, I tried. Got to give me an E for effort. Okay. And so, anyways, I said, so what's worse? A girl having babies and she's not married, or screwing somebody's husband. See, people have a lot to say until you throw it back in their face, especially when they think you don't know nothing about them. They have a lot to say. Okay? Right? I said, so, and she looked like a damn fool. I said, so what's worse? Because see, the men I've had my babies with, they weren't married. I was sitting there pregnant with a baby by a single man that was my man, but he wanted to be everybody else's too, but he was mine first. That's the reason why I kicked him to the curb. But she was screwing other folks' husbands. Okay. Can y'all hear me? But I think it's a shame, y'all. Like I said. Okay. But I think it's a darn shame, you guys, like I said, that you can't even be successful, especially within the city of Memphis. And I know it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere without people trying to take you out. And it has to stop. It has to stop. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. It has to stop. Okay. And like I said, it only really happens in our community. It happens more in our community. People should not be upholding what's going on. Like I said, there are a lot of parents that's turning the blind eye. You sit up and your son. I was looking at a jogging suit today, and I got ready to order it. As a matter of fact, it's still in the basket. And I looked at it, I said, dog, that's a real pretty red jogging suit. It was pretty, it was red with silver on it. And I was like, dog, it makes you think twice now. Like, right? But I'm still gonna order it. Hell. I be thinking about it sometimes. But it's hard for me to believe that a parent don't know when all their son wear is blue. Mama, I gotta have blue shoes. I gotta have blue socks. Mama, don't you buy me no red. Mama, I can't wear no black. I was getting ready to say purple, but when we was coming up, men didn't wear purple no way. Okay. And and so it's hard for me to believe you got a son that wears nothing but red. That's not normal for men to wear red all day, every day. All he wears red hat, red shoes, red socks, everything got to be red. And you trying to tell me you don't know your son is your 13-year-old son is gang affiliated. Okay. Okay. It's hard. Like I said, a lot of this is going on because people are turning the blind eye. People are turning the blind eye. And like I said, all of these killings and stuff that's going on, it's sad because I'm going to tell you something. That young man that was killed in Castelia, them folks already about know where it came from. Okay. I'm sure they know. They always know. And so what they do is they lay low and then they go and then they take out somebody that is affiliated with that person. It's like a never ending cycle. So when these people riding around looking for somebody to take out, they need to think about if I take somebody out, or if I take some money to go and take somebody out, they need to understand that they're putting people around them in danger, because just like Big Motor was out the way. Big Motor then I guess he didn't feel like nobody was looking for him or anything like that. And so what they do is they took out Big Motor, and I can guarantee you before this year is over, it's going to be some retaliation, unfortunately. And whoever it is that is retaliated on is going to be casualty. So while they out here wanting to say I got bodies, they need to count their homeboys and their cousins and their family members in, because they know who it is. They're gonna go and they're gonna get the person that's closest to you or around you. Okay. And so when they talking, like I said, when they talking about, well, I got 6 bodies. Now you need to count your cousin body too. You got that body too, because you wanting to get a body got your cousin taken up out of here. It's unfortunate that people don't look at it like that. So in essence, you took your own cousin out because you already knew it was going to be some damn retaliation. And that's the reason why I say, what is going on with people? They care about nobody but themselves. You got a mama that live in that neighborhood, that live in that house, been living in that house for 30 years that everybody know. Because you want to be in with the in crowd, you want some money that ain't gonna last. You put your own sweet little mama in danger, your grandmama. Because when they go popping up in that house, they become casualty. Well, if they hit my grandmama, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go and I'm going to retaliate. It ain't going to bring your grandmama back, nigga, when you could have set your ass down somewhere. Who you trying to prove something to? So you going to go and you going to retaliate. They're going to come back and next they're going to get your sister. That is how it goes. So when you start bragging about the bodies you got, you need to talk about your grandmama and your sister, because you ultimately responsible for that. It just don't make no sense. They took out my sister. No, you took out your sister. You did that, nigga. You wanted to be some grand gang member. You did it. And you'll always have that blood on you. This stuff, all of this stuff could stop today. People need to accept their destiny. And that's all that's going on. Some of these folks that know that they get ready to be indicted and get ready to go to jail, they can't accept it. So their minds have told them, because they're the seed of Chucky. Their minds have told them that I'm going to cause as much ruckus, as my grandmother used to say, as I can cause. If I got to go down, I don't care what happened. I'm going to cause all kinds of chaos. And it's unfortunate that they're able to pay people crumbs to go do it. Okay? Because what real men do is they accept that they messed up. They messed up when they killed young Dolph. They didn't have to kill that boy. They messed up when they did that. Accept it. Accept that the people got, it ain't going to get change in courtrooms. It ain't going to change nothing. That's a bunch of smoke. To give these young dudes the illusion that straight drop gonna get out. Oh, they got money. They really doing some stuff. We could really do some stuff. It's giving them the illusion that they could do some stuff and get away with them folks watching them, and they going away for life if don't nobody take them out first. A lot of people that was gonna be indicted ain't, because they got popped. That's what happened. Okay? But what real men do is they accept that they messed up. And then they go and lay down and do their time. Okay? And that's what's going to happen. They don't continuously destroy. Because all it does is it makes it worse. Their payback worse. That's all it does. That's all it does. Whoo, child. Y'all, it's like a purging is going on. Okay? I'm looking to see if anything else has happened. It normally always does, unfortunately. Hold on one second. Hold on. I know that they had a prayer. I want to pull up just a little bit of it. I hope they don't mind. Let me see.
Our relationship is totally different from anybody because she got two black boys and I got two black boys. We pray in the middle of the night. We pray for our sons
because we scared and we
That's
afraid.
Pastor Lori Lavender.
We afraid to drive your cars. You afraid
It
to go
look
to
like.
somebody's house because you scared you gonna get carjacked. You scared that you gonna die just because somebody got on a nice outfit or clothes. So we all here today. We don't care how you look, what color you are. We all coming together today to pray. I couldn't lay in my bed no more. And y'all stop telling people that it started at home. Because guess what? Let me tell you y'all something. It started at my house too when I was young. When I was young, I had parents. We went to church every Sunday, stayed there all day long. I still sold dope. I still snuck out the house. I still mess with boys that wasn't my age. That wasn't my mom. I made that decision. They raised us right and we do it wrong on our own. And yes, it does start in the household. But if y'all stop turning people in for whooping their children's tail, then it won't be no problem.
That's right. Sound like she been listening to my vlog.
When they discipline, if they supposed to do that, it's normal for somebody else to say something to your children. It is normal for that to say, hey, pull your pants up, baby. It ain't what you say, it's how you say it to these children. You can't say, here, young nigga, pull your, you cannot do that. Hey, baby, pull your clothes up, give me a hug. Because you don't know what they going through. You don't know what they, just because you see people with nice stuff, nice clothes, they toe up. They toe up inside. Even me, I can't sleep at night. And it's sad to say that I sleep good with my son locked up. And that's sad. Because I know ain't nobody gonna call me and say he got shot in the street.
I hear a lot of mothers say that. I sleep good with my son locked up.
And I pray for my child. I pray for every child in here, but I'm gonna turn this over to Marco. Marco is a young man. He's a youth. And him and his brother, come here, little Rachel. Both of them young black men. And they, Rachel, just tell us what you think it is. What can we do? What is it? What is it in your opinion? What is it? What can you do as a young black man to tell these young black men? Tell us something.
Man, it's just these kids, they like you said, it really just don't start in the home. That's what everybody try to say, and it's the opinion everybody try to pull. But nowadays, these kids is disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? They just don't respect anything. They don't respect themselves starting off, and it's hard. I be trying to figure out the same thing. What is it? Why these kids so angry? Why they so mad? I want to know the same thing, but we can't do nothing, just pray for them, you know what I'm saying, and try to reach out to them, get them to come together. But I only just, that's a good question. They just don't know themselves. They don't love themselves, you know. That's the only thing I really can think about it and say about it.
What you think, Frank?
Man, they don't know God. You know what I'm saying? First, back in the days, our folks used to make us read the, verse in the Bible every day. You know what I'm saying? We all used to pray together. Families don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't put God and force God on our kids like our folks did us back in the day.
That's right.
So that's what we got to start doing, like in our houses, you know what I'm saying? In our homes. Like we got to start putting God back in our kids' lives and letting them know it is a God, for real. Because they don't know who God is. And it's time for, you know what I'm saying, for us to let them know who God is. That's what I think.
As a black mother with two sons, how you feel about what's going on in our city? Does it make you nervous?
Yeah, it makes me fearful, but God don't give us a spirit of fear. I pray and turn my kids over to God first. These kids, they have to get a relationship with God. They ain't scared of nothing. And so, my thing is this: instead of talking, let's pray. We can talk and say this and this, but they shouldn't be doing this, shouldn't be doing it. But if we pray, the whole atmosphere, everything can change. If we pray. Yeah. And sometimes some people don't know how to pray. Yeah. But I know a God that'll teach you how to pray. He'll teach you how to forgive, he'll teach you how to let go. He'll teach you how to don't be in lowly bar. And that means feeling sorry for yourself and woe is we. God is the one that sits high and look low. So our kids, they just have to understand what's going on in this world. We need God, not just the kids, but the adults do too.
Yes, I like to add something to that. Actually being over all girls mentoring program, I am sure Memphis. I get a chance to go into the schools. And we had a session this past Wednesday, and the girls actually had opened up like they had ever opened up. I had girls getting up, running out of class, and I'm running after them, and I just actually just broke down as well with them because a lot of them saying that they're trying to get their mom's attention, but she getting somebody else's attention. So they are lacking the love of their motherhood. Now that's where we come in at. That's where I come in at. I got about 50 girls that I mentor. Something happened in one of the schools where the fire had took place. And for us to reach out and connect, have a collaboration going on makes a difference. I reached out to Frank and him and Cassio. I said, hey, y'all, we got to check. We got some children. They got burned up in the house. You know, we need to be there because we need to be there as more of a support. And we already know that every parent possibility don't have a car, can't get there. I've been running into that transportation. So I'm having to, when I do functions, get me and my mentors, we're crowding the kids up. Then we have some mothers just
Yeah, this was a prayer
Wednesday,
today
I'm
that the
just gonna
city,
sleep till
some
2
people
o'clock.
within the city
And,
came
you know,
together
y'all
for
get
prayer
there the best
because of
way
what
you can.
happened over the
So that's where
weekend.
the community come in at, that we show love. I don't have any biological daughters, but I just believe that God predestined for I and she at a time such as this. And I have them now praying. They didn't know God. Now they call me, somebody called me and said, well, where do I find, where the scripture is that the Lord is my shepherd? And I was able to give that to, give that to her. So if we just have to come together like you all were stating, and we just got to step up as to be that mom. And I let the parents know, hey, the mom, I'm not trying to be their mom, but it takes a village. And it is different because my grandmother raised me, and actually we were made to go to church. And after we were made, it just became a part of me, and getting that relationship with Christ. Like you said, sister, getting that relationship, they need to find that relationship because mom and dad ain't gonna live forever. So we need to have them to know how to pray and to fall back on Christ. And like I said, majority of all, we have to come together to collaborate on this because it is a big issue.
Out over the years, I heard a couple people touch on, it starts at home. And when I heard it, I mean, I don't know if my brain don't go where everybody else's brain goes, but my brain goes back to I couldn't take assault rifles in my folks' house. You know what I'm saying? My mom in the room looking, she's searching. And right now today, I'm almost 50. I don't know what she was looking for, but I knew I couldn't bring it in her house. And some she touched on that made me say something as far as we got to listen. We doing more talking than listening.
Yes.
All that talking, we don't even know really what they need. The question is, what does help look like to you? And then you let them talk. And then once they kind of open up to you, then we can kind of work on that issue. And since I've been mentoring and listening, I take that one issue and boom, this kid not the same kid that he was 2 months ago. Just by this one issue we just changed. It was this one thing he was fighting with. So when we start listening and don't take it out of context when people say it starts at home. I take it like we need to look through our kids' room. We need to be like our grandmama's room. You couldn't take anything in grandmama's house. She wasn't going for that. It's going in the garbage. And you probably don't get put out.
And you can tell when your kid's in the game, you can tell.
If we pay attention, we got to pay attention because everybody working hard, trying to provide, but then you got to understand that the time is what they need. So, that's my take on it.
I got one thing to say. There's a lot of folks did point out spirituality part of that. You got to pray. I'm gonna say something that I prayed, asked God for revival in my family. But we wasn't tight. I've been hard doing the work, but I want my family to be tight. So he blessed me with the revival in my family. I asked for revival on my job with my co-workers, my team members. And he done it. the change and the hearts and outlook on the work we do. So now I'm praying for revival in the neighborhoods, the communities, in my entire city. I remember Peter prayed, they came together, over 3,000 souls were changed. Just think we all come together and we pray for them. We ask for the same thing. Lord, revive our city. Send your spiritual witness. That was really. You get down to the bottom, I'm saying, it's just the devil's evil. Evil versus good. Yes. Jesus said we're going to happen. So don't be surprised about it. This is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Everything happened, God is a world. The devil got us shook. He ain't got me shook. We got a lot of us afraid of him. Them kids, I heard them I said they ain't scared of them. They're afraid of some stuff. When you get to them, when you talk to them tough ones, because a lot of them ain't really just tough. They out there just acting.
Yeah.
Because I don't see them, they really getting behind bars, they ain't tough no more. I don't see them got one-on-one with them. They ain't tough no more.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what I don't see, I've been out with them. They ain't tough no more. That's an act that they are portraying. They are afraid, trust me. But it's the devil that's in his hand that got us blind and confused. It's time for us not to be afraid no more.
Yes.
Well, you talk, you scared of kids. I ain't scared of no kids. I ain't never been afraid of them. They're a child. What am I being afraid of him for? He got that gun. I'm gonna tell you something. Man, I was telling my brother how I walked upon a guy. We had beef back in the past. I ain't no gun up on me. I know he got here. I walked straight to his truck. I'm seeing he put his gun back there. They see I ain't holding nothing. I said, bro, start clutching on me. He said, huh? I said, every time you see me, you clutch your gun. I said, you ain't got to clutch no more. He come looking down, look me in my eyes. And I tell you this, man, you have no beef. And this ain't just for me and you, it's for you and everybody else. You got problems with people, bro, sometimes just walk away from it. You don't have to be tough, you ain't got to argue. But for me and you, I have no peace. When you see me, you ain't got the clutch. Because the only thing you're going to do, I said, you can shoot me and kill me, you're going to throw your life away. But now you finna go to jail, they're going to catch you. Or somebody that love me might come back and get you. I don't want that to happen. Because a lot of things we can avoid. You see what I'm saying? Because I know all about that, the shoot, I've been all of that, so ain't none of this new to me. But what we all got to do to come together, agree as one. Yes. Revive our city, give us strength and power over the enemy. Yes. The one common enemy, that's Satan. So when we all come together, say, this is our enemy, it ain't the parent, it ain't this, it ain't that, it's him. We got to put Jesus on.
That's right.
I'm so happy that they came together today and had a prayer, a business open up. And I think at this point, different businesses need to open up their door every week and have a prayer each time more and more people will come out, even if it's on a Saturday or whatever, and have a prayer for the city of Memphis. And because that's what it's going to take. They're absolutely telling the truth. People don't believe, they don't fear God anymore. They don't have a foundation, like I was just saying. So because they don't have a foundation, they're not convicted about anything. They just do anything. And like she said, sometimes, you raise right and people and kids go wayward. That's true. Every bad child, it does not mean that they came up in the wrong household. But the point is fighting especially if your children are minors, you got to keep fighting to keep them off the street. Yeah, the devil is after everybody. If you read it, I believe it's in Revelations, the devil is after everybody, especially the man child. And that's because the devil understands the position of the men, and that is to be the leader. When they get through, when feminists say, well, you're okay with being second, I understand the position. And the man, I believe the man is the head. They're doing so much stuff now to change gender roles or whatever. I love being a woman. A lot of women have been put in positions where they have to be strong and, they have to be the heads of their households. But the man is supposed to be the head. But if he ain't in a position to be the head, he can't be. You don't just put a clown as the head because of his gender. But if he is the man, he is supposed to be prepared to be the head of the household. Anyways, you guys, I enjoyed being on here with you guys today. I'm gonna get off of here so that I can I got a report to turn in and I gotta do some more stuff. So anyways, if I come on again tonight, I doubt it. I'm tired. I ain't feeling my best. But getting on here with y'all made me feel a little better. I've been laying around because I hadn't been feeling real good. But yeah, fight with prayer and fasting. That's what it takes. I love the scripture where it says this kind comes through fasting and praying. And that's what it takes. You know what? I was trying to decide on Kenny. I'm trying to be good. I was trying to decide on if I was going to grill my wings. I got some more wings in there. Y'all know I'd be excited about them wings because they so expensive. I had not really been buying them. If I'm going to grill my wings or fry them. I don't like bacon wings. I feel like they should either be grilled or fried. And I think I want to grill them. It's cold outside today, y'all. That temperature dropped. It's cold. I don't like the cold weather. I woke up, I think my sinuses are draining in my stomach because I woke up nauseated. I woke up in a bad mood, grumpy. I've been grumpy all day. I had to catch myself because I've been serving folks left and right. I woke up fussing. It is. The temperature just dropped. It's just because, like, I believe it was either yesterday or the day before. It was really nice. It felt so good. Like, I love weather that's like 71, 72. That's so perfect. I wish I could live somewhere where it's like that all year round. I guess that would be Florida, right? The southern part of Florida. Because I know when I call my friends sometimes, even around Christmas, I say, what's the weather like in Florida? She go, it's 85 today, and it's December the 25th. Yeah, but you guys enjoy the rest of you all day. Let me pray before we get off. Most gracious Father, I come to you right now in the mighty name of Jesus. First, God, I ask that you forgive us of all of our sins, all the seen and unseen, all the known and unknown. Lord, I just ask that you touch the city of Memphis and every other city that has crime. God, I ask that you just touch all of the people that are committing the crimes, God. Give them the renewal of the mind. Give us, the people, the law abiding citizens. Allow us, Lord, to just be safe. Keep our families safe in the mighty name of Jesus. But I ask that you release your spirit because there has been a demonic spirit dropped into the atmosphere. A murdering demon has been released into the atmosphere in Memphis, God. And I just ask that you just clean it up, God. You said with 2 or 3 agree, you would be in the midst. Here we are in the midst agreeing on rehabilitation, on habilitation, on people allowing your spirit to penetrate them, rebuking the enemy out of the atmosphere, and cleaning your people up. We ask that you serve the devil noticed. Give him his notice, his eviction letter to let him know that his time is up, and allow your spirit to penetrate these people and give them a renewal of the mind. In your name we pray. Amen. Okay. I love you guys. You guys have a good day. Okay. Talk to you later.